Water surfing, I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing, I don't care what you heard.
But right now we have PCB in the building to talk about his music, to talk about his aspirations, his goals, moving forward. You know. So why don't you get started with telling us a little bit about what you're working on right now, a little bit about yourself, kind of sum all of that up. What type of artist are you? And take it from there.
Right now, I would like to start with I'm more of a drippy type of artist. I'm just finding myself this year, and talking about drippy, the thing that I'm doing now is called Drippy Vibes. The area that I'm at, it's a lot of hustling going on, even no matter what you're doing, to selling CDs, selling water, and people call that trapping. So instead of trapping, I call it water surfing for the people because I'm so drippy. I'm not trapped out. I'm not no goon. I'm just a drippy type of fella. So right now I'm just working on going to different parties, working with Young Swag. Follow him as well, Young Swag, YVNG. That's WAGG. Follow him, man. Just working with him heavy, trying to get my name out right now.
And you're originally from?
I'm originally from Delaware. I say the whole Delaware. They tossed around Maryland. So all over, man.
Yeah. What shows have you done recently?
Recently, I would say I'm gonna start with one of the shows. I did a lot of shows out east in Maryland.
Okay.
Shout out to Jay Hawks as well that promoted that for us as well. Another show I did was in Philly around for a P&B Mean showcase.
Awesome.
At the Playhouse.
Okay. Yeah. Familiar with P&B Mean.
Also, around the area that we're from, there where we're at on the east side.
Okay.
We also performed at a school called Prestige Academy before they closed down. It's just a lot of places that's coming up as well. So stay tuned.
I just want to say, before anybody else has any questions, I rescheduled this interview off of a song. Remember, you had sent me a link. I'm not even sure. I think it was through the last show that we had actually. You couldn't make that particular event, but I can remember listening to the song that you had sent me because you were responding to the ad. And I said, let's get a Live Words popping because I really like your sound. I really would like to move forward with you. So I feel like that definitely says a lot. And it's important for artists to know that that's really what, at the end of the day, says it all for you as an artist a lot of times is your music. I mean, aside from your work ethic and all that kind of good stuff. Anybody else in the studio have questions?
What part of Delaware?
Delaware, I say the Newark area.
Okay.
That's where I was, brought up. But also on the northern side of Wilmington, that's where my father was at. So it was the Newark, and in the morning time I was in Wilmington, Newark at nighttime. So I guess I could say those two parts of town.
Yeah, Delaware.
Shout out to Delaware. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Okay, so how do you feel like you fit in today's music industry? Like with everything that we hear, with the different styles, what makes you feel like you're different or special?
The thing that makes me feel as though I'm different or special is because you don't come across a lot of artists that can give you the raw hip hop sound, plus coming with some singing as well. You know what I'm saying? Come with some singing and be very soft with it and make you go deep into something that you might have went through in life, but then still come to the trenches with you. Find a lot of R&B artists like that. So that's me, man. It's the drip. Y'all gonna find out about the drip. Got a lot of people saying water surfing right now. My lingo is more like E40 back in the day. So I'm trying to bring that one back out.
I heard one of the songs that was being played. Was that you singing or was that somebody else?
Oh, the person singing one of the songs, I usually like a lot of females that I deal with on my hooks with singing.
Okay.
They bring more of the emotion out. So that was a female by the name of Erica Crossing.
Okay, cool.
So, as of now, what are you working on musically? Like, can we expect a project? Can we expect new singles?
Okay, I just dropped the project. It was like last month. I guess not. Well, it's like going on to last month now. It's called Drippy Vibes. So that's on there as well. Drippy Vibes tape. This is more of a drip. When I say Drippy Vibes, none of the tracks just has me on it. It's a vibe from everybody. That's why it's so drippy from every artist in the city.
Yeah.
Where can we find that?
Find it right on my SoundCloud. It's gonna say Drippy Vibes. All the cover is blue, and with me with a burgundy shirt on the front. Very drippy.
So how far do you know, see yourself actually taking this, your music career?
Man, every day, like since my mom passed, R.I.P. mommy, it's just like it's just pushed me to go harder. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming like I would never did this. I would stayed in Delaware and waited and kept talking about it. So I just feel myself going to different places I probably feel uncomfortable at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just go out and say, you know what, I'm not doing nothing wrong. So let me go out here and network and get my name out there because I deserve to be out. Seriously.
That's a good way to look at it. It's really a good way to look at it. So is there a message in your music?
Yeah, it's a great message in my music. Like, you know how back in the day you got soul and made everybody in the house dance, made your mom dance, and remember that. So I want people to feel the soul when I display my music to them. I want them to feel it. Not you. Some people they might be at a party, they might think they too thug. I want the thugs to get up and get trippy. I want everybody to get trippy.
So more like having a good time.
Good time. Good time.
Aside from that, you being the artist that you are, when you speak of messages, is there another message that you feel like you want to present? You know, because you know nowadays we have some good guys that actually are out today. You know, specifically like Chance the Rapper, who definitely is spreading a message. You know, and I know he's an icon right now in that area. So what do you feel like your message is?
My message is to all of those down there who have low self-esteem. Just know it don't matter how you are in life, no matter what you got, what you don't have. Just know if you got the drip, you good. Just know whatever you doing, make it drippy and do it the way you do it, and do the best you can. That's my message to people.
And I think that's good. I think that's awesome. Actually, I didn't expect for you to say that because a lot of times it's like stop the killing, stop the violence, or whatever. But you touched on something that a lot of people are dealing with internally. Especially us as Black people. Dealing with like you said, low self-esteem and always trying to be better than the next, and the females having to have the biggest this and the shapeliest that, and the men having to have the longest amount of cash. I get it, so I can appreciate your message. It's different.
Go ahead. You have a question?
Mm-hmm. If you could describe yourself using 3 artists, who would those artists be?
Right, the 3 artists I would say would be Papoose. I'm explaining them afterwards too. Papoose. The second artist I say is Jacquees. And the third artist I have to say would be it's either Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. And the reason why I say J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, which one to be the off ones to the people, is because my consciousness during my rap. Like my consciousness. The reason why I say Jacquees is because everybody say my sound is kind of like when I sing. You know what I'm saying? So what we talk about as well. The first guy I said was Papoose because of the lyrics. Lyrics. Papoose, he got that raw lyrics in him. I feel like I got that creativity as well.
Right.
He's a writer. I was gonna say he's definitely a writer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you see the clip where he was holding up the ABCs?
Oh yeah,
oh,
he said that with that front and backwards, yep.
Yes, very intelligent. And did you say you sing as well?
I sing as well.
Okay. Did we actually hear any of that?
You can hear. I'd be glad to give you something.
I think it's one of your 2, right? One of your 2 songs that you're gonna be performing live.
Good enough.
So so say I'm a fan. I heard about you. I saw you was performing. I decided to come out. What can I expect when you perform?
When I perform, you're gonna expect from off jump energy. You're gonna feel as though no matter who performed before, what vibe they gave you, you see me and you're gonna lock in. You're gonna be like, wow, who is this cat? Not knowing me, you're gonna be like, wow, yeah, this cat's got it.
Yeah, I see you. I see you got that. Yeah, you're a fireball. Like I said, I follow PCB. Well, we follow PCB for Words Like Productions, and I see you. You're definitely a fireball. Well, we definitely going to bring the interview to a close. There's a question that I always ask. Artists just started, come to you, and they say, PCB, I don't even know. Like, I know that I got songs under my belt. I know that I can sing a little bit, or it might be a rapper, whatever the case may be, but I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to stay in this thing and be successful. What would your response be?
Well, I had that happen. I have that happen every day. Actually, it's crazy.
Okay.
What I do, the thing that I do is I FaceTime or say let's link up. I link up first, and then I let them go to the day with me, go out the day with me, and see what I do, whatever they pick up. So then at the end of that day, as we making music, we're hitting the studio, and then I call them. I say, so what did you learn today? You feel me? What did you like? What didn't you like? And from there, we link up every day, and they end up going by themselves. So what I really do is tell them at the end of the day is find yourself. Look at different artists that you feel me that you like. Listen to what they do and do it a little different. Pick different stuff from different artists. That's the main thing I tell them. And just don't be afraid. So, because everywhere I go, I'm doing something. Even if I'm on the street, I'm in the street with a bucket singing. So they're following that.
Out there doing promo.
They're following that. So it's just tell them stay motivated and don't be scared.
One thing you touched on, you guys just said promo. You said promo, Stephanie. That's, I guess, what I can say that a lot of our up and coming artists lack. You know, which also results in a low fan base. So again, I'm glad that you touched on how you actually go about your day, you know, and I think that that's awesome, you know, to even, you know, invite someone else into your day. I think that that's somebody with a big heart. So, you know, things in terms of your character as well, you know, when you talk about being an artist, you know, a lot of people don't realize that means a lot. You know, when those people get up there and they receive their awards, you know, a lot of times it's about character. You know, they've made it to that point where they can actually show someone else something, you know, and they can learn from that. So I appreciate you being here.
Well, we do appreciate you coming out. Everybody, I know you watching this interview, but in a few seconds, you getting ready to see PCB on that mic. Signing off.
Mini kid, bro. L2 stand up, man. You will catch me dripping through your area. By myself, I don't need my niggas, bro. If you ain't got that tool, we can swear up. Any place, anytime, anywhere, bro. I'm in them tricks where you be at. You ain't in them tricks where you be at. I got the drop on a nigga ass. Every nigga got that bag and we need that. Everywhere we go, it's alliteration. Cuts on my feet, cause I'm paper chasing. Cool in the hood if you owe that man. You don't want that, then nigga better pay him. I don't gotta shoot, man, my brothers do that. Come through, nigga, and I still ain't knew that. My man's swags in the cut, hit the Dougie. And now one of those bitches saying that they love him. We don't fall in love, yeah, we gon' fall in love. I don't fall in love with these fans, let it fuck em. Go to the mall, it's the cash out. Living beings, walk their ass out. Skinny jeans, niggas got their ass out. Now someone please tell me what is that about. Then they like BC so wrong. Still today scream free my dogs. They like BC he's so wrong. Yeah, still screaming free my dogs. Dripping through your area and watch me cash out. Watch me drip through and watch me cash out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. Dripping through your area and watch me cash out. Dripping through your area and watch me cash out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. I've been dripping, dripping, watch my ass out. I've been dripping, dripping, watch me cash out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. Living like big, yeah, that's why my ass out. Dripping, dripping, watch me cash out. Saying living like big, yeah, that's my ass out. Yeah, cash out, yeah, cash out, yeah, yeah. Water serve, yeah. Water serving, hey, yeah. Water water surfing, water surfing, hey, water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Yeah, water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Yeah, water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing. Couldn't wait till the first. I don't care what you heard. This for youngins on the curb. In December, I said I'm cooler, so you remember us. PC, that nigga, PC, winners. Nigga, you are just beginner. Nigga, yeah, my business. I am cooler, how cold is the winter? Y'all listen pretenders, the real ones don't get ya. Gang, 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 gang. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Yeah, water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. Water surfing. I don't care what you heard. Couldn't wait till the first. This for youngins on the curb. God damn. There's some young niggas surfing, man. It's pretty safe. Hey, so ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. This boy kinda hit.
I'm chasing the money, I'm chasing it fast. I ain't got enough, so I gotta move fast. I'm chasing the money, I'm chasing the cash. I ain't got enough, so I gotta move fast. I gotta move fast. I gotta move fast. I gotta move fast.
Hey. Water surfing, man. That's what we doing. Pretty sick, but so ridiculous. Live word. Live word, a live word, live word, a live word, live word, yeah, yeah.